What you're looking at here, one of my favorite projects, is not your typical residential HVAC system. This is a fully engineered comfort solution designed for precision, efficiency, long-term performance. We've got a heat pump with a reheat coil, a humidifier, and an ERV. Let me explain what these are. What we have here is a high-efficiency Mitsubishi hyperheat system. It's here for comfort and efficiency, but on this project, we paired it with a hot water reheat coil. So this is not a hot water coil used for heating, it's used for reheating. Let me explain to you what the difference is. This particular client has a hot water boiler in the house, and this existing system before the new one here used to heat purely using a hot water coil like this. Now, while we can use this for heating, we actually don't have to because we have a very robust cold climate heat pump. But we decided to reutilize the hot water system for reheat. Now, I will tell you that 99% of residential contractors will not know what this is and how to implement it correctly, but being that ICS does both commercial and residential work, we are very used to reheat coils. Most commercial contractors will know exactly what a reheat coil is. It comes in very different shapes, forms, and sizes, but it is very popular in the commercial world. So what we did here is this water comes from a hot water boiler system that is a high efficiency system, and we're able to actually set the temperature on it. So we can have a very low temperature output, and this, with some fancy controls, is sequenced to get rid of humidity. So while the air conditioning system runs on the very cooler or milder days, we don't have much cooling load. So typically what would happen is that the air conditioning system runs and runs and runs, and of course it's going to stop once it makes temperature, but it may not run long enough to properly remove humidity from your home. So what we're doing is, while we're cooling, we're also adding heating from the hot water coil. We're adding a little bit of heating as to not overcool the space. What that allows us to do is have this air conditioning system just run long enough to properly remove humidity, because the only way to remove humidity is with the cold coil inside this air conditioning system. So this is a reheat coil, but of course in cases of emergency it could be used for heating as well. What we have here is a very precise, high capacity commercial grade steam humidifier. Now, the reason we're using it in this house is because this house is quite large, and this system here, while it's not the only system in the house, it serves the central core of the house, and the house needs quite a bit of humidity. And this system is very robust, delivers about 20 pounds an hour of steam, and is able to provide the exact comfort for the entire house. Now, while your particular home may be smaller, may not need such a humidifier, a steam humidifier is definitely the way to go. There are more residential friendly humidifiers that will provide the same exact thing at lower capacity outputs. Now, you may have noticed this diamond plate wrapping the mechanical room close to our equipment. Now, we did this because even the mechanical room matters to us, to ICS. This shows a level of pride, and going forward, any technicians that are going to come here are going to see a nice, clean mechanical space, and they're going to care a lot more. If this mechanical room were to be run down, technicians would actually, stoop down to the level of their surroundings, perhaps, and not do the maintenance with the careful intention as they should. When you see a room like this, I think every technician's mindset will be quite a bit different, and they'll have a different level of care. So yes, durability, cleanliness, and just pure technician pride. Yes, what this is an ERV, and it's actually not a super fancy one, it's a very simple one. And this project, a simple one, made sense for us. Now, bringing in fresh air is obviously good for the health of the occupants of the house, but bringing it in correctly, you suffer with comfort issues and of course efficiency issues. So you have to bring it in correctly, and bringing it correctly means that you're passing it through this ERV core, you're recouping the energy, the temperature and the humidity, so you're not losing, and you're also pressurizing it correctly. So the way we have this set up, we're actually bringing in more air into the space than we're exhausting out. So we're slightly pressurizing the house, which means if the house is slightly pressurized, it does not allow for infiltration to come in of unwanted air from the cracks, below the windows and the doors and other places. So we have a way more comfortable house because we're not bringing in the cold drafts, we're not bringing in the hot, humid air from the outside. At Integrate Comfort Systems, this is how we approach projects. Engineering first, details matter, and systems are built to perform for decades, not just pass inspection.